Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope everybody's day is going great. Mine's going good, and today we have an interesting video. First off, we're going to be taking a look at the Philadelphia Fusion, taking shots at the LA Valiant, probably the best thing I've seen from any Overwatch League team so far. You probably know what I'm talking about. I'm going to give my reaction to that. Secondly, Shanghai Dragons, they have dropped Undead. He's officially not on the team anymore and not in the Overwatch League. We're going to cover that a little bit. Moving on to the third topic. The LA Gladiators have officially signed Void. We're going to be talking about them, what's going to happen with Bishu, how does Void fit in. And then fourth and lastly, guys, we finally have some time. We are going to talk about contenders. And guess what, guys? Fl0w3r, he made his debut with NYXL2, and they lost. They lost to the Grizzlies. We're going to cover that a bit and look at the overall standings for contenders. So if you're new here and you're excited for the news, the updates, this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I upload content like this every single day. It's also super easy. Go hit that red button. As well, give the video a like, guys. We've been killing it with the likes lately. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. So smash the like button and let's hop into this video. Alright, what is up, guys? So I'm going to be doing an in real life reaction to the last chance for Fl0w3r and the power of the in and out talks. Basically, the Philadelphia Fusion's parody of the LA Valiant's in and out talk. We've all seen it. It's the one from the LA Valiant was a little off-putting. Really didn't understand the meaning of it and why they put that out in the public, and just why did they handle it like that in general. It's not a reality TV show. The guy's a rookie. He's only 18 years old. Just didn't make sense. So let's go and take a look at the Philadelphia Fusion and Fl0w3r's take of this. Music and everything. Nice, nice. Tucker summoned. That's the whole best part. Summoned.
So when I spoke with Coach Kirby, we had a big conversation with the rest of the coaching staff. One of the things he thinks is that you're very gifted mechanically. It's like he wants to give you more time one-on-one to put you in an environment that maybe you didn't have before. So you understand that you're
face.
One-on-one to put you in an environment that maybe you didn't
Look at him. He's trying not to laugh.
have before. So you understand that you're going to be to have another shot at the roster.
Dude, this guy is doing such a good job. He even did the stuttering. That's like the exact stuttering that Noah did. Tucker's killing it.
But this is the shot.
This is the shot, dude.
And I want you to go in
the hands
and,
too.
you know, make it clear to everybody that you're
Hold
trying as hard as.
I got the other one open too. We need to take a look. We need to see how similar this is. This is crazy. I wonder if they did this all at one take.
So when Coach Moon and I had a big conversation with the rest of the coaching staff, one of the things he mentioned is that, you know, he thinks you're really good mechanically. Mm-hmm. It's like he wants to spend a lot of time with you, like one-on-one, trying to give you that environment that you didn't have before. So you understand that you're going to have a shot at the main roster again. Yeah. But to be transparent with you, like, this is the shot, right?
Dude.
And so I really hope that you go into this giving it everything you can and really working as hard as you possibly can and showing everyone how hard you're working and how much you're learning from Coach Moon, because, you know, this is the shot. If this doesn't work, it's going to be really hard to kind of build that bond up again. You know, I'm a big fan of yours.
I'm a big fan of yours, but
I'm really looking forward to see what you can do with like a more structured system.
Jesus, man, I can't believe that. Like, it seems fake, you know? Like, watching this one and watching that one, they both seem fake.
You can, that you're putting in the work and you're learning from Coach Kirby as much as you can.
Coach Kirby.
Because to be transparent with you, if this doesn't go well, it's going to be really tough to build that trust back. Wow. You know, I'm a big fan of yours. Your walkout game is like Shanghai walks out happier than you.
Okay, just went full meme,
you know,
dude.
It's got to be the worst walkout in the league.
The worst walkout in the league.
If it doesn't get better at stage 3, like,
yep, just like agilities, dude.
There are no more shots.
This is actually amazing how close these are. Wait, hold on, I gotta compare the cars. Wait, what is this? Is this his walkout game? he's all apart from his team, dude. Okay, that was a weak walkout game. Well, I gotta compare the cars. Like, is the car even the same? Oh no, it's not. Kind of close. Too much lighting. Holy crap, dude. Honestly, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That's a lot of pressure. I mean, it's good though, because I kind of feel renewed
for putting this together. I mean, honestly, they're just straight up mocking the LA Valiant, and it's great. This is the type of stuff I love to see. I want to see the banter back and forth from these teams, And like, this is next level banter. This just isn't like the Twitter game that we see from the LA Gladiators or the London Spitfire. This is the Philadelphia Fusion really taking it to the next level team, trying to get into the LA Valiant's head. They know, the entire community, they came out to LA Valiant for this video and this segment, and they thought, what better way than to get with the community and completely bash the LA Valiant? I love it, dude. Alright guys, so there it is. A lot of you were asking me yesterday what my thoughts were on this video, what did I think of it? So I thought, what better way than to show you guys my actual reaction in real life. So let me know if you guys enjoyed that part of the video and if you'd like to see more of that, and I'll definitely do it more in the future. If not, then we'll scrap it. Let's move on to the second part of the video. Alright guys, so a couple weeks ago, Slasher did tweet that Shanghai Dragons would more than likely be dropping Undead and Dia. Today, Shanghai Dragons, they came out on Twitter. They tweeted some news out saying this: roster change. Today, Shanghai Dragons announced the release of Fang Undead Chow with the approval of the Overwatch League office. Shanghai Dragons are grateful for the contributions Undead has made so far this season and wish him all the best in his future career. Alright, so this is actually massive for the Shanghai Dragons. I know a lot of people didn't really like him after the drama with his girlfriend and how he cheated on her and them and all his girlfriends, that whole scandal. It was a mess, it really was. But that doesn't change the fact that he was actually a pretty good player and a big reason why the Shanghai Dragons were ever even competitive at certain points in Stage 1. Personally, I thought Undead was the best player on that team. After Undead left, MG played a pretty good Roadhog. Dia overall was kind of consistent, but Undead, I think it's fair to say he was the carry of the team, especially in Stage 1. So losing him is a big deal, and we're not sure if Dia's coming back or not either. This leaves them with literally one DPS player, Addo, who in his premiere didn't really do anything for the team. He actually looked worse than Undead. Obviously, yes, it was his first game in the league. Maybe there is jitters, you know, something else that played a factor in his performance not being so good. But we also have to remember he is Korean. He doesn't even speak Chinese, the language that most of the players on this team communicate in. So it might be a while before Addo really can get into a rhythm for the Shanghai Dragons and start performing well for them. I do believe in the long run, he'll probably be a better option than Undead was, because mentally Undead was probably unstable. Sure, he was a good player at times, but it's not like he was the greatest. And Addo definitely has the potential to be up there. He just is going to need a lot of time to work in with these guys. But other than Addo, there's not really any other DPS players on this team. We saw MG swap to it, but he wasn't really impressive at all in my opinion. I thought he was doing good on like the Roadhog role, not really Diva. He was never that great at Diva. Zushu's now filling that, and he's not good at it either. So there's a lot of problems with the Shanghai Dragons. 2 weeks ago, I would have said they probably beat the Dallas Fuel coming up in the Stage 3 opener. But now, after the Dallas Fuel's decent performance against the New York Excelsior and London Spitfire, they're probably going to run that same roster, and I'd imagine that they're only going to get better, even if the coaching is crap. So Shanghai Dragons are probably going to lose that set 3-0, 3-1, something along the lines of that. And they're just in a crappy situation. I do feel for the Shanghai Dragons. Unfortunate circumstances, losing your two DPS players who were the best performers on the team, hands down. No one can disagree with that. And it's going to be a long, rough season for them. I really do hope they end up winning a set. I have predicted that they will win a match, at least one of them. But time is ticking. There's only 2 stages left. We're halfway done and they haven't won one yet. And now they're going through major changes. Hopefully with the additions of Gaguri, Fearless, and Addo, by Stage 4, they'll be able to pick up some wins. And that's it for the Shanghai Dragons news. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. So the Los Angeles Gladiators, they have officially signed Void. This did happen about a week ago. I covered the leak initially about, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago when Slasher tweeted it out. I've been wanting to talk about it, and I know you guys have been wanting to hear what I think about the situation with Bishu, Void coming in. It was just a matter of finding a day where there was a time to talk about it. For those of you who don't know who Void is, he is a top tier off tank. He comes from Korea. He played for Kongdu Panthera in Apex Overwatch Season 3, where they went all the way to the finals and barely lost to Lunatic High 3-4. One of the greatest matches I've ever seen. If you're interested in getting an idea for how good he is or how he plays, go check out that set. You'll get a good idea for him, and it's just great to watch in general. Amazing match. The roster consisted with great players like Birdring, Rascal, and most notably Fisher, who he is now going to be playing with on the Los Angeles Gladiators. So Fisher probably is a big reason why they went out and got Void. I would imagine he put a good word in for him. They played together for a while on Kongdu. So knowing that and knowing how serious Fisher is and how hard he works and how much he wants to win, I would definitely assume then that Void is very similar to him. But where it gets very interesting with this team is, where is Void going to fit in? Because right now, Bishu's playing a really good Diva. And from what we've been told by the LA Gladiators, Bishu's role is very crucial within the team. Not only is he great on that Diva role, but he's also literally translating communication mid-game from Korean to English, from English to Korean, making sure that everybody is on the same page. Which, by the way, if Bishu actually is doing this and playing at the level he's been playing at, damn, he's really good. It's really hard to be a shot caller in the game, especially when you're playing a role where you need to aim, where you need to focus a lot, call targets. So adding shot calling on top of that definitely will distract you from your mechanics and making the right decisions when you're in team fights. Because now, instead of worrying exactly what you're doing individually, you're focused on the game overall, communicating for your teammates, and even translating on top of that. It's absolutely crazy for Bishu to be able to do that. I'd imagine though that the main language in the team is English. Obviously with Fisher and Asher, they do more than likely probably communicate in Korean. That would make sense to me because their dives have been so clean. They work together so well. And honestly, from what we've seen, it doesn't really seem like Fisher or Asher has good English. Fisher has definitely struggled on stream trying to speak English at times. Asher, I've never even heard him speak a lick of English. I mean, obviously having Bishu on the roster who is fluent in both Korean and English, he's helping them learn it. But still, he's not a teacher. So I definitely do feel like the translations from Bishu are crucial. So why this is such a big deal is because bringing in Void, I don't know how good his English is. And if it's not that great, then we're going to have 3 Korean players who don't really speak that great of English, and then 3 North American players who don't speak Korean probably at all, which will more than likely create a rift within the team. Obviously, having Fisher, Asher, and Void, the 3 heroes who are probably diving more at the time, is good. They all speak Korean. But what happens when they need a peel for their backline? What's going to go down when they need Void to back up, use his matrix on the supports? Is he going to be able to do it efficiently right away? I don't know. I think it's fair to say that Void is probably a more mechanically gifted player than Bishu, and definitely more flexible. I don't think Bishu can play any role in the league other than Diva. His Zarya, he's going to get crushed. Roadhog, he's going to get crushed. And Fisher did say Void is coming in. He will be able to play the heroes like Roadhog, Zarya, which is good, right? Being able to play all these heroes is going to be great for the Los Angeles Gladiators. That's not what I'm worried about though. Now, I'm not saying this is the end of Los Angeles Gladiators. Getting 3 Koreans, 3 English speakers isn't going to work. It sure could work, and in the long run, it could be the best thing for them. My main concern is for the short run. There's only 2 stages left. More than likely this one, if they put in Void, they're going to slack a bit. And when they're on the cusp of making the playoff, I don't know if that's the best idea. Overall, right now, if we look at the standings, they're sitting at 10-10. They pretty much have the worst record of all the teams that are still in the run for the playoffs. Above them is Los Angeles Valiant, 11-9. Boston Uprising, 12-8. Houston Outlaws, 12-8. Philly, 13-7. So being down 2 sets, 10 maps, with only 2 stages left to go, it is tight. You're going to have to win a lot of your matches. You're going to need similar performances to stage 2 and stage 3 and 4. So again, my main concern for them will be an immediate drop off in performance for at least 3 to 5 weeks, which is an entire stage, and it could even extend longer. So we don't know exactly what the Los Angeles Gladiators' plans are right now. They haven't made it clear. Are they going to start Bishu? Are they going to start Void right away? My opinion, I think they should keep Bishu in, maybe ease Void in a couple games against teams that aren't that great. Shanghai Dragons, Dallas Fuel. Well, I can't really say Dallas Fuel because they've lost to them twice, but you're going to have to work him in slow. It doesn't make sense to throw him in right away. There will be communication problems, and I think they have the best chance at qualifying for the playoffs and winning games from here on out with Bishu mainly playing. But as soon as Void's got his English down, is ready to get in there and work with the team, and he's going to mesh with them well, they are going to be a scary team. We've seen from stage 2, Fisher is an absolute animal. Void, considered one of the best off tanks in the entire world at a time. He is going to be an animal for them as well. Pairing that with Asher and how well he played at the end of stage 2, this team is going to be top notch. I think the last thing they would need to do to top off their roster is go for a trade. Maybe try to give up Fl0w3r some money to get a player on the team like Pine, somebody who's really strong at that hit scan role, and these guys can be one of the deadliest teams in the entire league. So overall, it's a very interesting situation for the LA Gladiators. I'm excited to see how they're going to play their roster. Void will bring some awesome gameplay, but again, I just think they need to stick with what's working right now and see if it'll help them make it to the playoffs, because they still are a little bit behind. And that's it for this, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Alright guys, let's talk about Overwatch contenders real quick. Mainly North America. I don't have enough time to cover all the regions, guys. Sorry about that if you really want to hear something from EU or Korea. Today we're going to just focus on NA. First, let's just take a look at the overall standings. Starting off with Group A, we have Toronto eSports, Gladiators Legion, and Mayhem Academy all sitting at 2-1. Toronto obviously has the map advantage +5. All the way at the bottom, the most surprising thing for me so far, 1-2 XL2 Academy, -2 in maps. Haven't looked very good so far, dropping sets to Toronto and the Grizzlies yesterday, which Fl0w3r did make his debut in, and they weren't able to pull it off. They lost in a 1-2, very close match. Still though, it was surprising seeing Nene in there, Fl0w3r in there, and they weren't able to pull it off. Under them in last place, we have last night's leftovers sitting at 1-2. And to be fair with XL2 Academy though, it is a very tight group. Every team seems to be able to take a map or set off of each other. Very similar to the Overwatch League, you just don't know who's going to win. Unless you're Fusion University, which let's go ahead and take a look at Group B real quick. Fusion University 3-0, Envision, Optic both tied for 2-1. Under them we have Simplicity and another surprise, NRG eSports sitting at 1-2. But to be fair to them, they have had the hardest schedule, facing all three of the top teams. They lost in a thriller 2-3 to Fusion. They beat Envision 3-2 last week, and then this week they lost in another thriller against Optic Academy 1-2. So out of those three top teams, they're the only one who hasn't played Simplicity or Bye Week, who are looking pretty weak compared to the rest. Specifically Bye Week, who is an easy 3-0. So that will bolster NRG up to the top 4. And Group B is looking very exciting. Fusion, Envision, Optic, NRG, all very good teams. And if you do have time to watch contenders, I would check out this group and watch when any of them play. Honestly, for me, I haven't really had time to pick up any of the games. I watched one set, which was the XL2 Academy and Toronto eSports from week 1. It was amazing. An extremely close set. Watching Sombra play was really fun. Definitely an exciting break from Overwatch League. So I checked that match out. But what the main topic was from yesterday, XL2 Academy dropping to Grizzly eSports. Zapri, Spirit, they put on a show and they out DPS'd Nene and Fl0w3r, which is honestly crazy. Congratulations to them. I know they're in a team house over in Montreal, probably working their asses off every single day, and they definitely earned that win. Fl0w3r will get another chance next week going up against Mayhem Academy, so we'll be able to see if him and XL2 Academy can pick it up next week. And that's it for the contenders coverage, guys. I really can't do any more in-depth analysis or anything like that because I haven't watched the games. I just don't have time. But we did an overall breakdown of the standings. I can keep you guys updated on that. And thank you for watching. If you're new around here, guys, please do consider subscribing. Drop a like on the video. I upload content like this every single day. If you want to stay updated with Overwatch eSports, this is definitely the channel for you. And I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.